Hi, I am Debra Richardson of Debra Richardson LLC, and I work with you to clean up your vendor data, clean up your vendor processes so that you pay the right vendor. Now, this week's Vendor Master File tip of the week is the Federal Reserve's Fed Payments Improvement. They really have payment fraud resources in case you were not aware. And so I do want to talk about them because I found a really unique way that fraudsters are bypassing payee positive pay. So let's talk about that. But first, I do just want to have a quick overview of the Federal Reserve. They are actually the central bank of the United States. I looked it up and they were founded by Congress in 1913 to provide the nation with safer, more flexible, and more stable monetary and financial and a more stable monetary and financial system. And so what I knew about them as a practitioner is that was the free place to go to verify the routing numbers that your vendor gave you to make their ACH or wire payments. And so if you're not familiar, I have them listed as a link to validate that on my vendor validation reference list with resource links. I have 28 of them, and you can scan the QR code if you like to download a free copy, or I'll have a link in the description. But when you go there, you can validate that the routing number that the vendor gave you is correct, because you know banks will merge, they get acquired, the routing's number changed, vendors never tell you that. Plus, some routing numbers can only be used for ACH, while some can only be used for wire. And so you can check both. And that's what I use them for. That's what I told you to use them for, right? But they can be used for something different. And I have to be honest, I don't know how long this has been around, but now they have a payment security page called the Payment Security Overview. And what I really like about it is it talks all about fraud. It has a lot of content that you can download. And I want to show you the actual page itself. Sorry for the flicker there. But where I got this new fraud trend with check fraud from the fraudsters, right? They're always evolving, is from their check fraud mitigation toolkit. And so let's go ahead and click on that. And then once you click on that, and it'll be the same thing, right? If you click on any of the other toolkits or content they have, you'll go to that page. And on this one, you can download and you see you can get the toolkit, you can get module 1, module 2, module 3. But we're going to go ahead and click on module 2. And if I scroll all the way down, now note you can watch the videos, you can download any of these PDFs. A lot of it is for banks, but some of it is good for practitioners too, so you know what's going on and you can put processes in place to hopefully either avoid it or detect it. And so where I got that new fraud that the fraudsters have evolved to with check fraud is this PDF. How criminals commit check fraud using stolen business identities. And what they're doing is they have found a way to bypass uh, payee positive pay. Now, I talk all about that. You can download this too, but I talk all about that in this podcast. My podcast is coming up next, episode 360. Fraudsters have a way to pass payee positive pay for stolen checks, how it works, and what to do about it. So it's going to come up next, or you can listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts. So you definitely want to check that out. There are a couple of things that you can do. One thing that your vendor could do, at least that I see, there's also some advice that the Federal Reserve gives to financial institutions to avoid it. And you would think that that would automatically happen, but apparently it doesn't. So make sure you check that out either with reading the PDF and or listening to the podcast. All right, so that's it for me today. If you would like more information on how to improve your vendor process, please go to my website at deborarrichardson.com for free tools and resources to avoid fraud, regulatory fines, and bad vendor data. And if you would just like vendor process training, I think I have over 149 or 63 hours. I don't know, it's a lot. I keep adding of vendor process training, then make sure you go to my website at training.deborarrichardson.com. So good luck, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified next Tuesday for the next Vendor Master File tip of the week.